Good morning, everybody. It's been a while. I had a lot of edits that I was catching up on for my YouTube channel, and I finally caught up. So let's get back to drumming. We're just going to be doing some chop stuff this morning, just kind of having some fun, just playing some good stuff that you can find for free on my website, jaredoleary.com/drum. It's linked at the top of the screen. But if you go here, there's over 1,400, just under 1,500 hours of free drumming content. And let me emphasize, free. All these chop exercises, there's a bunch of limb independence exercises and charts to read through. There's over 500 grid variations, and then there's all the prior live streams as well as the tips and whatnot that I share, and then a bunch of technique exercises, and then some marching bass stuff. I'm actually working on some 6-drum permutations coming up pretty soon. So that'll release, I think, by the end of this week, the first set of that. So stay tuned for more. Plenty of free content to keep you going. Like when you click on this, there's over 337 16th note grid variations and then over 230 of the triplet ones. So yeah, keep you busy for a while. Speaking of keeping busy, I'm going to keep busy with stick control advanced with filler. This one right here. I haven't played in a while, so I'm going to slow this down to 80, and then we'll speed her up by 5s. All of the videos on my website, if you just go into the description, the timestamps, you can click and jump straight to a BPM, and then you can play with that, warm up with it. By the way, thank you, Mohanad and Danny for following on Facebook. Totally mispronounced your name. My apologies. Bad attack. Extra rim shot for fun. Oh, my hands feel off. And then it taps off immediately into the next one. But if you go by 5s and 0s, or at least if you go to the ones that end on 5s and 0s, it'll give you like a little bit of a little respite, a little break, where you can kind of get yourself situated like I am right now. 85. Wake up, Jared. I need to warm up my hands and my brain. Let's go to 90. Aw, Minnie's laying on top of her 2-story doggo bed just looking at me. Built her a little doggo fort. She's like, I want to go for a walk. Please stop drumming. Take me for a walk. Hey, you didn't stop. Stop. 95. Upper body sore from my workout. All right. 100. I'm probably going to do 100 and then maybe 105 to 110. And I'll do all 5 of those just to really kind of get the blood flowing and all that jazz. And then I'm going to stretch and massage. And then we'll actually take this beyond what I should be playing it at to find my breaking point intentionally. And then I'll play some more stuff for fun. Sloppy. Whoops. Let's go to 105. Here we go. Today's ASMR stream with Jared O'Leary. forgot what I was going to do. Late on the left. I just got off on the wrong partial. I started playing the inverted pattern. This one. Alright, 2 more reps, and then we're gonna stretch and massage. I definitely need it. Ew. All right, last rep. And then stretch and massage. I just gotta check something real quick. Okay. We're good. Alright, so now we're gonna stretch and massage. First thing I like to do, hold your sticks. Palms up. And then you pull in and go underhand again. And you pull in, you go underhand. And yeah, this is a good stretch. Highly recommend. You just kind of hold her here. Nice and gentle, real close. Good sticks. And then you go back out the way you came. If you're doing traditional, hold it here for like 10, 30 seconds. Hold it there. I don't do that anymore. Did enough of that when I marched. All right, now I'm going to stretch the underside of the tendons. You could do it one at a time. Oh, yeah. You could do it on your pads like this. Whoop, whoop. Or you could do it on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. But with these, don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to tear stuff. Oof. Nice. Now we're going to stretch the top side. So you could do one at a time. You could do it on your pad, 2 at a time. You could do it on your legs. Or you could do it on the wall. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. It's kind of the opposite of the previous one. Just clipping. Sort of, kind of, yes, no. Okay. Now I'm going to stretch the fingers. So I'm going to do 2 at a time. So thumb to thumb. Just makes it go twice as fast. You could do 1 at a time if you wanted to, but efficiency. Feels so good to drum. Well, actually, like my hands feel terrible, but it feels good to be back drumming again. I got so much video editing done in the last few days. I released 8 videos yesterday. It was like over an hour's worth of content. Released 8 highlight reels, I should say. 3 of them were Deathloop, and 5 of them were Fortnite. Some funny moments in there, in my opinion. If you go to my YouTube page and just click on the home screen, that's how you can quickly find all the gaming, drumming, and computer science stuff neatly organized. Otherwise, my video feed is just like a nightmare. Too much content. I create a lot, but I enjoy it. So it's nice. It's just like, I'm not going to do a drum stream until I finish these edits. So that's why I haven't really been on. Oh, that was good. Now I'm going to massage. So I'm massaging with the thumb and the fingers underneath. Oh, yeah. This is a good one. Ho, 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 ho. I like it. It's a good one. It's weird, like the mic is like very sensitive right now. It just like pops into the red and then it goes like all the way down. It doesn't like my ASMR, I guess. That's okay. I'm spending an extra amount of time on the massaging right now because I need it. Oof. Oh yeah. Do the other arm. Ho ho ho. Oh, this is crooked. Maybe a little bit. Why is the stream so dead? Because it's 7 in the morning and people have school. And I'm just streaming my practicing. Not everyone finds that entertaining or educational. Now I'm going to massage right here and then right here. Awesome. There's over 500 grid variations on my website. Adding a new one each day, and then starting on, what is it, Friday or Saturday, something like that. I'm going to start adding in some marching bass permutation stuff for 6 drums. I've already got 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to add in a bunch for 6 drums, because some lines have 6. All the lines I taught had 5, and I think one year we had 4. First year I taught at one of the schools, but that was a while ago. The grid variations, like being able to slow it down to 40 if it's triplet, or like down to 20 if it's 16th note, whew, that's helpful. Especially for some of the weird ones where it's like, play a float diddle every 5 notes while gridding 1, 2, 4 backwards grid. What? The nice thing is, the streams are like saved, so people can just like watch these after the fact. And then I just like cut out the little excerpts of educational moments and like, hey, here's a 1-minute little thing on how to do this. I'm going to be creating some more scripted stuff on my website too. Stay tuned for more. Now, you notice when I was warming up, I was focusing a lot on like the hands, but a lot of my mistakes were mental. So whenever I was teaching drum lines, one of the things that I focused on was like the sequence of the warm-ups to not only get the hands moving, but also to account for the brains. So yeah, you might have a really cool and fun exercise to play, but if like people aren't awake enough for it or just like alert enough for it, then it's going to sound bad. So if you start with something less complex and then move to the more complicated stuff over time, that can certainly help out with like the warm-ups and just to kind of get the blood flowing and get the brain moving and whatnot. Hardest chop that I can play? I don't know. One of my favorite ones on my website, if we go back to it, is this one. I'll play it for you real quick, just one time, just so you can hear what it sounds like, and then I'm going to get back and finish off that stuff. So what speed was this at? Okay, well, that's going to be quick. Let's try 125. This is Velvet Knight's 5/4 shopping spree, and it's like probably my favorite chop exercise to go through. And it's not going to sound that great since I just finished my stretch massage. Hey, The Real Bommel. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. I'm multi-streaming, so you'll see me chatting with people who aren't there. But that hopefully answers your question. That one's my favorite one to play through. There's some other cool shopping sprees like this one, the 4-2-1. That one's a fun one to do. Another thing that I used to do is a call-out shopping spree. So, like, you'd be playing through it, and you'd have 4 counts to just, like, figure out what you're playing next. And you alternate with somebody else that you're drumming with, like if it's a duo or maybe like a trio or something like that. So you just be like, Flam drags, and then you play Flam drags. And then the next person would be like, chutichuh. And then you play chutichuh, and then Flam fives. And then etc. So you just like call it out, so it's like an infinite loop of shopping spree. And you don't know what's going to come next because you alternate with somebody. And they'll come up with something. That's a good one. But you kind of need somebody else to play that with. All right, so we're back here. Advanced stick control with filler. And I just finished at 109, so this should be at 110 right now. And we'll go up until I find the breaking point. Why? Because it's fun. Just trying to push my hands and brains to play and think a little faster. Ew! Hands feel so off. Looking for you. Minnie's deaf. Minnie's my dog. Our dog. All right. 115. I think my breaking point's probably going to be 120. My hands are just like, after the few days of not drumming, ugh. it still works. Every now and then you got to test it out. Make sure you're not just going to float off into space. It's a good thing to know. All right, 120. Welcome back, Minnie. That was mental. I'm curious what your favorite variation of grid is. I'm going to play through some this morning for fun. There's always the stock versions like rudiment on 1, but I like the ones where it's like rudiment before or after the accent. Those are unique. My interp is so inconsistent right now. Like my hands just like aren't responding the way that I want them to. And this is faster than I probably should play it. But we're going to go until it just completely falls apart. This might be it. What do you think, Minnie? Yikes. These are hard. With the Hardeman hammers I'm using, they're like extra heavy and double tape, so they are 44% heavier than my normal sticks. How do I know that? Because I actually got a scale out and tested it on a stream. 135. Here we go. This is definitely going to be the breaking point. Oh no. Well, that was flawless. All those things you thought were mistakes, nope. They're embellishments. right, that was fun. Fun to attempt. Poor execution, but that's okay. I want to do Hast mich fragen. I want to do a Flam 5 on accents. 1-2-4 variation, which is backwards. Whew, that's quick. Let's start at 110, and we'll just go to the breaking point. Just having fun this morning, getting the blood flowing again. Tomorrow I'll do a tenor stream. Actually, let's go up by 10 on this one. Whoop, no, that's the tempo that I just played it at. Switch to a different speed. Jared? Minnie's laying on top of her doggo bed, like with her paws, and got a little stuffed animal squirrel in between her. So cute. Okay. This is probably going to be the breaking point. 130. Stay tuned, folks. About to find out. Today's episode of Jared Plays Things Poorly. Let's get some water. Music. Mizu o nomimasu. Okay. That was a good one. I like it. Fun one. And let's go back. I'm going to alternate between a grid and a chop. I mean, grid can be chopped, but... Let's do Blue Devils 99ers. Mentioned it earlier. Whew, 165, eh? Alright. That seems a bit ambitious. Let's do 140. We'll work our way there. 160 will probably be the breaking point. This one's got a really fun, like, book report pattern at the end of measure 2. Yeah, so this one's cool. Digga-dat-chut, digga-dat-da-da, digga-dat-chut, digga-dat-da-da, Interesting little measure right there. And I had a late left over here. Cut. All right, 150. It's like my back needs a pop. Close. Alright, let's try 160. But okay, we'll try 165. Somehow I think this is gonna be the breaking point. Stay tuned, folks. What is that, Elf? Perfect. It was fun to attempt. Did not happen. All right, let's do a triplet grid variation. Let's see. How about we do... I was mentioning this earlier, but let's do cheese before an accent. This one. How fast did I finish it last time I attempted it? Whoo, that's quick. All right, well, let's start at 140. We'll go up by 10s. Yikes. I don't even think 170's happening this morning. Mm-hmm. 150. This one. Oh, uh-oh. Giving you a sneak peek of my to-do. Okay. That little part that you saw right there, like, is just like one of a little part that goes like all the way up to here, and it's like covers like this whole side. It's pretty sweet. It's kanji. It's in watercolor grayscale. The artist, John LaRue, did a phenomenal job. Such a good job that when he posted the video or the pictures on Instagram, he got so many requests. He's like, "No, I'm taking this down." That's a fun one, right? Oh, I hear Minnie climbing up. She's coming up. All right, 170. Clickety clack. Our old place had carpet. You can hear her everywhere she goes now. If you ever hear the clickety clack on the hardwood floors, it's not rats. It's our doggo. It's you. You're so cute. Okay. I'm gonna attempt 175. This is gonna be where we need to get the fire extinguisher out because my arms are gonna spontaneously combust. You hear the clickety clack? She just galloped out of the room. better than I thought I was going to go. To be candid, let's do this at 180. I almost went to 80. No, there needs to be a 1 in front of that. All right. This is going to sound bad. Ugh, slurred out the diddle at the end and bad attack and some crushed diddles. Woo! Definitely the breaking point. This is a good one, though. Fun exercise. Speaking of fun exercises, let's do... I've been kind of in a float drag variation kick this morning. This one has float drags. This one has float drags. This one has several variations of float drags. 6 different videos. Let's do chutichuh. This is a good one. Ooh, 160. All right, well, let's start at 140. Well, there's a lot of notes in this. A lot of little grace notes. Little wifey notes. So this is a check pattern. And then we put on something else. Mm-hmm. 150. And then I'll probably have to go up by 5s. And it'll probably crash and burn at 155. Maybe 160. We'll find out. Hands are dry. Fun one. Lots of notes. All the notes. Now, when I first started teaching drumline, I was a bit OCD with practicing and whatnot. And if I saw students who were not practicing to improve, I would give them a hard time for it. Be like, yo, you need to be focusing on playing something to improve, the stuff that you're not good at, rather than just having fun with it. And over time, I realized I was wrong, like completely wrong with that. It's okay to just, have fun drumming, which is what I'm just kind of doing in this stream this morning. And I highly recommend for you, just make it so that the majority of your time, maybe, is spent just trying to refine things. And then every now and then when you need it, you want to just get your chops improved over time, then just have fun drumming. I was wrong. Sorry, first students that I worked with. My bad. I've learned, improved over time. Speaking of, let's see if this is improved. Ew. That was fun. 10 out of 10. Would cheese chutichuh again. All right, that's definitely like on that edge of the breaking point, but I want to jump off. I'm like a lemming. All right, let's go to 165. Dial 9-1. As soon as it starts to fire in my forearms, dial the last one. My hands were like, nope, you're done. All right, let's do a 16th note grid now. Let's do... Okay, so I did cheese before. Let's see, do I have the cheese after an accent 1, 2, 4 variation up yet? No. Okay, so that's going to be in probably a month or two when that'll come out. So let's just do cheese after an accent 4, 2, 1 variation. And we'll start at 100. Oops. All right, let's go by 10. Woo! Whoop. 110. All right, let's do 120. 1, 2, 0. Cute outfit. Cute dog. Okay. Let's try 130. This is probably the breaking point. We'll find out. Today's episode of Jared Practices Publicly. All right, survived it. Okay, let's do 140. This is definitely going to be the breaking point. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Mizu, it's great. You should try it. Mizu des. This is not going to go good, but it should be better than that. Some sloppy joes. But hey, it was fun. Cool. Let's do a chop exercise. Let's do slow paradiddle. There are 9 variations on here. And let's see. Let's do it with Flam drags. 170. Woo, that's quick. Let's start at 140. Go up by 10s. Kind of been the theme this morning. By the way, it's called this. It's called a slow paradiddle because of the accents. So the accents are paradiddles. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Alright, let's go up to 150. Clickety clack. Don't talk back. Yeah! Well, that's like close to the breaking point. My arms are like, stop, please. And my brain is like, no, you haven't practiced in a few days. All right, 160. This is probably the breaking point. It might be the last thing I play. Oh boy. I'm stalling. Alright, I'm gonna lower the heights and we'll attempt 170. This is gonna be the crash and burn point. Here we go, folks. Stay tuned. Put on my helmet. Crash pads. Perfect. Alright, if anyone's interested in these variations, there's 8 more variations on here, and there's several hundred free exercises, play-alongs. They all have timestamps in the descriptions to allow you to jump to different BPM. So we've got technique stuff, we've got marching bass stuff, we've got all the prior live streams, including this one. We've got over 500 grid variations, a bunch of limb independent stuff, and some chop exercises keep you busy. JaredO'Leary.com/drum. And there's also a bunch of gaming stuff. Speaking of, go to the clips and highlights. I added in 3 new Deathloop and 5 new Fortnite highlights yesterday. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can actually find them on the homepage. If you go here, drums, all the gaming stuff. But I'm out. I should be on tomorrow. I will catch you all later. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.